Okay guys, it's finally time for me to give into the trend and make one of these facts about me videos. If you're wondering why I didn't make this whenever it was popular and everyone was doing it, it's because I don't really give into trends that well. But eventually, usually whenever they've all kind of worn their course, I decide to make one just because I can. Anyways, let's get started. Fact numero uno. You will address me as Porcupine Theater because my God-given original birth name is not exactly very creative, it's not very cool, it's kind of common, kind of boring. X blanks the spot. Now you can kind of fill in the blanks and guess my real name. That's pretty scary, isn't it? Ooh, creepy internet. By the way, if you pluralize it, you're a moron. Fact number two, let's get into some things that I like, some things that I really enjoy. The first thing I really enjoy is wrestling. Of course, if you've watched this channel, you've seen a couple of the wrestling videos. However, my favorite wrestler is someone who I've actually not spoken about in any of these videos, to my knowledge, at least not at length, and that's Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is somebody who I've always really respected for his in-ring abilities and his fantastic promo skills. And let's make a little sidebar here, kind of like Fact 2A. I'm one of the people who understand what the phrase mark out literally means. And let me spell it out for you guys. To mark out for something means to throw money at them. Quite literally, simply. So whenever I bought a Chris Jericho t-shirt, I marked out for him. But you know what? Now there's only one person that I'm going to mark out for the rest of my days, and that's myself, baby. Yeah! Yeah, I love that Porcupine Theater. Yeah! He's getting all my money. Let's go for number 2-2. I love sports. I've not really made very many sports videos yet. I made one about A-Rod. That's about it. But I wanted to make one for the Nick Adenhart tragedy that struck the Los Angeles Angels organization on Thursday. But my timing was really off. The news broke directly after I went to sleep, and by the time that I woke up that Thursday afternoon, I overslept. It had already been in the news. People already knew about it, and I expressed my sincere condolences for the family and everything for that tragedy, but just didn't see the need to make a video that probably already been made 17,000 times already, so it just didn't seem to make sense. But expect a couple more videos like that from me. I love video games, and I love on YouTube watching people play LPs or long plays, and especially Mario hacks. And here's the funny thing. I love watching them, but I don't have the patience nor the capacity just to sit down and actually make one, even though part of me really wants to. I watch a lot of these games being played, and I'm just like, man, that's something I could really do. But to make the setup work and everything like that, just to me, I never sat down and actually took the time to do it, so, you know. 2-4, I love to read, but who is going to want me to sit down and review a book for them? You probably don't. If you do, tell me. I'll flash you a couple of authors that I really like. No. Next, I also really enjoy music. I'm a little bit obsessed. In fact, I have a second YouTube channel that I will be starting that will be completely dedicated to music. And me singing it, me reviewing it, me doing everything with music, period. It will be probably amazingly awful and will probably be a huge blistering failure. You can laugh at me for singing terrible songs that you've probably never heard of, and I will probably sing them terribly, all for your amusement. Just like a clown. At any rate, number 3. I'm one of 2 people responsible for my video Hamster Love. So all of you people that have been telling me that you want part 2 and things like that, it's not all me. I do not own the hamsters in Hamster Love. Those belong to Always Brittany, who is the person who I worked with on the video. I simply edited the stuff together and gave them voices. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well that's okay, Mark, considering you 2 work together. It's just simply going over to her house and getting more footage. Wrong answer. Would you like to go for double or nothing? I didn't think so. Why? Because that would involve me traveling from Pennsylvania, here in my humble abode. Oh crap, now you know what state I live in. Uh-oh. All the way to fucking Alaska. Not gonna happen. Sorry. I love YouTube and all, but unless you guys can send me some PayPal cash in order for me to afford this, I'm just gonna have to wait for her to shoot some more footage, and I'm gonna let her take her time because I want it to be good. Next. Let's see. Next. Oh, okay, here's a good one. Brittany actually did this one on hers. She said that she's from America and she's not fat, and I'm in the same general category. I'm a whole 165 soaking wet, and I like it. I personally don't have a general distaste for the larger population of the world. In fact, I have some pretty good friends that are large and in charge, so to speak. However, the one thing I do really despise is the attitude that comes with it sometimes. There's the two extremes of, oh my god, I'm so fat every 5 seconds, and then there's the, oh my god, I look so damn good, who cares how much poundage I have on me, blah, blah, blah. You know what, shut up. If you're either one of those two, shut the fuck up and get a nice, happy neutral, because in reality, nobody wants to hear about you complaining or flaunting off your weight issue. Just me. Might be a personal opinion, but it's mine, so chill. Oh, speaking of Hamster Love, no, I'm kind of reverting back. I've been searching for a name for the sequel, and there's a couple that I had in mind. Which one do you think is best, or do you have one? Help me out, brother. Oh, let's go with one more. Let's go with one more crazy, kooky, absolute insane fact about me. Wow. This is kind of on the spot. But we're going to go with one that I like. I'm very active on 2 websites, like extremely active, to the point that I go there every day. And I'm active on 2 more seasonally, so to speak. The 2 that I'm very active on are Epic Webs, who I've made a couple of videos for here on YouTube. It's something that I am a huge fan of. I've been there since day one. I'm going to be a moderator over there, and I highly recommend that you go over there. There's going to be a link, boop, and that's how you can get there. Please come. It's a great place to be, and it's still growing, so you can be a part of the growing process. The second one is, of course, YouTube. I'm here a lot. I don't have a lot of videos yet, because this is my second account, but my first one had about 120. This is probably around 80 for this one, so all in all, in less than a year, I've made 200 videos. I call that obsession. That's a video almost once a day, maybe a little less. I like to take it slow sometimes. And the 2 that I'm involved on seasonally, first off, is fantasy sports. I love fantasy sports. I've played football, basketball, hockey, and baseball, all 4. Right now I'm in 3 baseball leagues, and I'm in the 3rd place consolation game of my basketball league. Go Dunkin' Donuts. And the other site that I'm involved on seasonally is www.wouldyouhitthis.com. And I say that phrase like such a taboo. And I say seasonally because I've been getting suspended left and right. Because, what can I say? I'm a bad guy. I'm a horrible human being, and I do terrible things that sites apparently hate. That's just the way I roll, I suppose. I mean, hell, I got suspended here on YouTube. I've got suspended over there. I probably should just go to a bunch of websites and get suspended. Get my rep up as being the most suspended person on the internet. But by doing so, what kind of reputation is that? I mean, come on. Let's go with one more. I'm probably one of the most random and outlandish human beings that you will ever meet. Any experience that you have with me will not be the same twice. And anything that I say or do will not be held accountable in the court of law, because if you ask me to recall it, chances are I'll probably just reply with something along the lines of, yeah, that sounds like me. It's the truth. I mean, shit, the things that come out of my mouth are absolutely astounding at some points, and the things that I do just absolutely astound me as well, simply because I'll just think of them on the spot and decide to do them and have absolutely no care or concern about what people around me think. Because I have a carefree attitude whenever it comes to that. Sure, there are things that trouble me. Sure, there are things that bother me. But come on, it's all individuals. I'm just somebody that whenever I get a thought in my head that seems like a good idea at the time, chances are I'm going to do it. At any rate, guys, now you got to know me a little bit better. I don't know why I did this still. Probably because I'm bored. And I wanted to show off flashiness or how cool my life is. Like I really need to do that. You should just know that from seeing me. But at any rate, guys, I'll catch you on the flip side.